Hello, everyone, and welcome to another one of my podcast. I'm welcoming everyone here. I'm here again with my two moderators here. I'm here with Evil Eve and the Hollow Knight. You can say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
And the topic we're going to talk about today, basically about how did the last year? I know we're kind of 2 months late now. We're in February. Should have did this in January, but we talk about how did your 2020 go for yourself, basically. I'm not sure whoever want to start first, Eve or Knight, which one you want to do?
Actually, since I was our last part, Tony actually
Hello?
affected our. I want to hear. I want to see how it affected you because you're the streamer out of everyone. I wanted to see how it affected you and if it affected your streaming at all.
Let me see. Basically, yeah. Well, for me, it kind of did with with how with my kids' school and work. Basically, when kind of how it affected everyone. Basically, when everyone was out of work. Well, because my job was kind of put as essential, so it had to be open. So we had to work as well. I can't say the name due to where I where I work at, but I'm not sure how they would take it if they want to actually see this, but it had to be open um, as well. And like the warehouse, and also the warehouse where I worked at too, they had to be open because they was deemed essential because so it was kind of hard to they open and like when they closed it down, so everything got shut down to where we hardly had any work, and sometimes we had to go part time. So it was hard any money coming in, so it was like hard for like to bring like any type of income in. And then with my kids' schools, the way I had to figure out with daycare being closed and the school being closed, so it was hard to get anybody to watch them. And then we had to worry about have masks and the new safety restrictions of how far you had to be away from each other. You had to make sure all your immunization records are up to date. So it was kind of hard getting appointments. Everything had to get rescheduled. Everything got pushed back for me. So it was like really, really hard to try to focus on stream and then trying to be happy kind of at the same time to where like I can bring that same positivity to the stream to where I was always like tired and stressed out. And like usually I'm a happy go lucky type of person to where I can always try to be positive. Uh, but I really couldn't. And then my it was my kids seeing that and it was like, oh, what's wrong? You're not smiling. Daddy's not happy. And it was kind of big to where it was like usually where I could always like go to work and then I come home. I had a set schedule to where like I had to switch that schedule because I had to try to see if my job was open or whether uh, my kids' daycare was going to stay open. And usually at that time, everything was closed for everybody to where, for where I'm at in PA, Governor Wolf, he kind of shut everything down. So everything was closed. Well, everything had to be closed. And like for me, the news I got for me from when everything shut down from when it first happened, I got like a text from like the daycare, and then there's like per the safety regulations, things are gonna be set. Like if you had like 2 hours like to get to pick up children, cause next you know until it got to where just basically shutting everything down. So it was like a big old train wreck for me. And I was like, ah, oh, gosh, I don't know what to do because like I don't know how I'm gonna get things done. I don't know how I'm ready to pay for stuff. And it was kind of hard. I didn't have like that really that help from really anybody. I mean, it was like positive like the for like the people that came into the stream and they said how you doing and and how it's going. I mean, like for me, it was part of that y'all two were like the a big part of my last year. Y'all two were like here like to play games where they would be playing either Pokemon or Smash, but it was that little I guess kind of escape made me like it took away that part. I know it affected like everyone basically, like each everyone individually, but it really it really put my mood down a little bit to where like I was like, oh gosh, you know what? I don't think I can really keep doing this really. I don't like really know what to do basically. I mean, I tried talking to people. But, like usually I'm not like I'm a talker person where I can talk to people about my problems, but it's like like people seem like they're like you're not like you're not really communicating. You're like you're saying to yourself now like yeah like what can I do with it? I can't really be happy because like I don't know when like my job is going to shut down to where I don't have any work or anything or how I'm going to feed my kids or how I'm gonna uh, make any type of money. Usually, like nobody was like like you can see, I'm a small stream, so I don't get like those millions of subscribers or people that come to the channel every single time. So like I can't say like I get like anything like that. So I was struggling. Like I don't get like financial assistance to where like I'm a normal average Joe. I live paycheck to paycheck, so it's really been hard, like physically hard to really get back. For me I recently got back a somewhat normal type of weight um last year September maybe because I was mainly getting stuff back to where I can actually stream like a normal time and because I went like I was doing like 7 days a week to where I was only doing like certain days a week that fit my schedule or I was doing the days of whenever I didn't have work because I used to do it like 7 days a week and then I kind of went to like 3 days a week so I just would stream just when I can. I know I probably like lost people that way, but it was something like I had to do because I talked to the other guy because he took a mental break from streaming for I think for like a year like a couple of months to where like uh he's like maybe that's something you should do. Uh, so it's like I was like maybe as a mate, but I said I'm trying to like at least keep in contact with people to at least let you know that hey, you know what, I'm alive. You know what, nothing happened to me. Uh, but that like I said, basically like I'm glad that I had the two of y'all here through my my struggle. I appreciate it. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, really put me up. Uh, and me, I am really thankful for that, Datu. I can't say how much that means to me that y'all at least y'all still stuck by here through my crazy antics, my drop connections in my streams, um, uh, and all the riffraff that was going on. I still appreciate it. 'Cause I know y'all was here with me when I had the laggy horrible streams. Um and they was all glitching out. I thought y'all would yell at me for it, but y'all didn't. I appreciate y'all that. I really did. But again, I thank you. And I'll leave it to whoever want to talk.
Eve, do you want to talk or do you want me to go first? I'll leave that up to you.
I would like you to go first.
Alrighty. Dark, I definitely will go on to what you said about us being here for you. I definitely think that actually your streams, even though you did lag out from time to time and then glitch out, they still gave me something to do in my pastime. Now, 2020 for me isn't that as hard as for you because I mean, well, for you, you're technically out on your own. You're in a full-fledged adult. I'm still a teenager. It's gonna be different to affecting me, obviously, depending on your age. But I still had a job at this time. I still was trying to get my own stuff to do my own stuff. So it definitely did affect me there. But besides that, I generally don't think 2020 really affected me physically. I think it was more of one of those emotional things, not being able to go see friends and everything. That's why I think really 2020 was definitely my biggest year of getting in getting into watching streams. That's why I have so many streamers followed right now. I've had so many things that streams have definitely were if streaming wasn't a thing, I would not probably made it through 2020. But also I feel like there was a lot of things that also kept a lot of people going. I mean, gaming is another one. The fact that, we all gamed, throughout the whole 2020, me, you and Eve and whoever came by in the stream. 2020 was definitely, I think, the weirdest year for everyone because we all definitely got affected differently. Mine wasn't too bad because I had people I could constantly talk to, but I'm glad we could help you, Dark, through yours. That's definitely, I think, one of my most proudest things to hear is the fact that I helped someone else through their 2020. Because I'm one of those people, I tend to, I try to help people out. That's my personality, and I'm glad I'm that way. But I think hearing the fact that I helped you through 2020 definitely helps because that's what I tried to do. I tried to go through a lot of smaller streamers in 2020 and help them get up. I think that's kind of how I found you besides Hero because I think because of the fact that of me being that type of person, it helps a lot because you were probably one of the most streamers that I helped out. And once you told me I was getting mod back in 2020, I didn't believe it, honestly. I thought you were joking. I'll be honest. I generally thought you were messing with me.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I got mod, and I'm glad that we could
My
be here.
modding was a bit random.
Yeah, your modding was definitely random. The fact we one day just go, yeah, you're mod now. But I mean, I feel like it was a good thing for me and you, the fact that we both got mod. I think also you getting mods back in 2020 really helps you because now your streams are more, kept, safe and everything, and we try to moderate everything. I think that definitely gave me and Mr. Eve something to do over 2020. I don't know about him, but I know it definitely gave me something to do over my 2020.
Yeah, it also gave me.
Because I feel like we all started gaming and everything else with each other, and that definitely made bonds grow between us. I think 2020 was definitely a good year for your community, honestly, especially us three. I think 2020 was really more of just a bonding thing for me. The fact that I got to bond with so many people over that, people that I didn't know online. I think that's when I really made my most online connection. And it really shows that like without technology, I generally don't think many people would have made it through this time because of the fact you couldn't contact anyone. So I generally
Right.
think we're lucky that we had it because man, imagine going through 2020 now without any connections to anyone right now because we wouldn't know you, Eve wouldn't know me. So I definitely
Right.
think 2020 was really just a year that it shows technology, yeah, it can be bad at times, but it can also be one of those things that really are good. I mean, but I don't know. 2020 was definitely just an odd year.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
guessing it's my turn.
I mean, sure. If you got anything to share.
Well, I really have nothing to share.
Oh
But
God.
really,
Really?
it's a really
Really 2020 really didn't do anything to you at all?
it was mostly a lot like yours.
Yeah, I get that cuz I mean like really as a teenager, you really don't have much you can really explain about 2020. As for Dark, Dark you had a job and everything else that really could
When
get affected.
Yeah.
I definitely think that's also something else that really just depends on your 2020 really, is if you had a job or not.
Yeah. I mean, oh, it
Because
could be like. I mean, but sorry.
sorry,
Go
you
ahead.
continue. it's just like me and Mr. Eva. I mean, we're not really gonna have much because, well, we're just kids technically. But I mean, I think. Well, I mean, also, I think that's where a lot of things came in for a lot of people. I think definitely, 2020 was where my Smash started to get better. But I don't know. I mean, you really can't judge that off of anything.
Sure. I had basically I had like a big old outlet to where I like um what was it? Yeah, I had to get Smash because I got recommended to play Smash. I mean, I saw so many else people play Smash. So I was like, you know what? Hey, why don't get into it? I tried. I mean, like I said, the last time, like I said, I told y'all before. Was it a couple streams ago? The last time I ever played Smash was uh, I think the GameCube, and that was when I was in Job Corps. Um, they had like tournaments in there to where like they was like wrapping off stuff. So it was like um, I'm not sure y'all know what like Job Corps is like. It's like a place where like you can like learn like certain traits for like certain stuff. So that's why I went when I was like still a teenager before I went back to like high school. But it was um, it was fun to where like that's why I learned how to play it. And like the first time I even got introduced to Smash was on the 64 version, to where it had all the kind of like certain blocky characters, and everything with the big old 64 bits era. So that's the last time I even played that. So it was like a big old outlet for me to even play that type of game. And when I started playing it in 2020, that's when like you said, everyone was mainly home. So like
Yeah.
I assume like
So
people took a
gaming was
bit.
a big part of life at that point.
Yeah, I mean it was like basically part of everybody. I mean like I mean they made like news stories out of it because like basically like gaming was like I think forever. Now normally where it was like things where people hardly ever watch gamers to where like everyone was watching everybody to where like any random person could just blew up out of nowhere to where like you could be like a person that just started streaming or had like one person ever come by the stream to where that you had like 10 people because like everybody was like okay I can't do anything so I'm home all the time so like what else can I do so it's like that's like that same where it's like you saw those streamers like I said y'all probably know those people that I can't remember that Twitch streamer's name for the life of me. Those two of them the two of them those controversial girls that was complaining about the five
Oh,
dollars
you only donated $5 to
$5.
this.
Yeah, it's just like, well, between like the politics and the streamer, they're like, well, I can't go into that part because I don't know how that would go, how people would take it. But I'll just focus on the streamer part because I can't go into the politics part because everybody's touchy on that part. But I'll just talk about how on the lighter note here, where so those two streamers, where the one girl was like, she was screaming about it was only $5 a month. I got regular people here, and they're not subscribing. It's only $5 a month. And then the other girls, where she was like, hmm, okay, um, I see here. Like, it's only like it was like it's only like basically like where you are. It's like only $20, and it's only $20 and a meal. It's like so. It's like what I'm hearing is like you could. It's like that whole thing was like it was like a break from what was going on. So like you can laugh at these people. He's like, you know what? I can forget for a moment what all the stressfulness of what is going on and out there in the world, where you can laugh at these people just making a fool of themselves. To where like it's it's like it's like and it's like for me that made me laugh. So it was like really people act like that. It's like you act so entitled to where we're going through a pandemic and you act entitled like this. It's like most people can't like they can't even like that $20 was like their meal for could have been their meal for the week, and you want people to sub to you. And like you said, you should be grateful those people sub. It's like these streamers out here, they like during the pandemic, they like we're out. Okay, basically, without people like you, we wouldn't even be the people we are now. It's like people like Ninja, what's another one? Shroud. I'm pretty sure y'all know like like pretty much big streamers like
Lords.
yeah, corpse cause while people like y'all recognizing them, they wouldn't even be the people they are like right now. So like people like small even like these small streets like okay, I wasn't even gonna go to this topic at all. It basically what we was talking about how 2020 affect us, but like the e girls blew up during this pandemic. Literally,
Whoa,
e
okay, we got
girls,
the e-girls
the
story.
e girls
Funny how.
like e girls blew up like during this like pandemic and like during the 2020 that was like the main focus of how it's going on. It's like it's like nobody realized we're going through a pandemic. It was like mask and politics. It was like going back and forth, mask and politics, mask, politics, mask, politics, and then e-girls, mass politics, and then it came e-girls, more e-girls. It's like more and more e-girls came popping up during the pandemic. I was like, wait, what? I, I thought, what is going on here? Does anybody realize what's going on here? It's like, what? I don't get it. It's like, why are people doing? Why are more e-girls popping up during a pandemic?
Well,
Uh, uh,
generally, I think that, well, I feel like that statement's kind of obvious of why, because I feel like just during this time, no one's going inside. No, I mean, not everyone's going outside, so people resort to watching streams. So, I mean, I feel like at that point, if you're an e-girl, you can easily get, because let's be honest, most e-girls are doing it because they know there's people, teenagers out there that like that stuff. So, of course, if they just do that while everyone's inside, people are gonna stop by, get money. It's just simple like that. It's sad
uh,
to say it, but that's how it is.
yeah, yeah. That is true. That 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 made me sad. This that made me sad during this what was basically what's
It's sad, but how it is.
I mean like I haven't heard of like but I heard of egos during this during 20 the well actually the first
Egos
ego
have been around for a long, long time.
but
They're hella
I
famous.
haven't been paying attention to like like really any of them until like I've been watching like YouTube videos and everybody kept talking about like what's going on during the pandemic and then like egos are popping up. It's like really like really during the pandemic y'all trying to exploit people during the pandemic like
Welcome, welcome
it's
to
like
society.
it's like really it's like and like most people they were saying like they was living on recruit difficulty. I'm like, well, yeah, doing it during a pandemic. Yeah, it's like y'all getting these people to give y'all like
I
that's
love how you call it recruit difficult.
people laugh at people laugh when I say that word. It's like yeah, living on recruit difficult. People are giving you like money. They just throw money during a pandemic, and it's like y'all should be ashamed of yourself. It's a pandemic. What is y'all doing? And then y'all should worry about giving that money out to people who's really in need of it. Instead of worry about keeping for yourself. And it's like and then y'all not trying to worry about spreading awareness of how masks are important or anything like that. Y'all just worry about making money. I mean, like if I even had like a voice, I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about going to a party or anything like that. Hey, you know what? If I got like my platform would be like, hey, you know what? Any money that's donated to me, I can donate to like a place that really needed people that are struggling for food or whatever. Because uh, during all that stuff that was going on, I mean, I struggled a lot when it came to like food. But for me, I'm not gonna be ashamed to say it. I struggled when it came to like food, really. So it was hard for me to even try to um, get stuff. So like people like when like, you had a platform, like try donating, like they just at least try to donate um, your something to people. And like I'm not gonna hate on the e-girls out there. I'm not. That's not what I want to do. But it's like or these like I did not see like one of these big platformers out there even try to like to So the only thing I would think from what I see watching the news and the pot that everybody was throwing parties. I mean, like literally, I know like everybody wanted to rush back and get back to everything like normal, but they're throwing the parties, the YouTube influencers that was out there, uh, the celebrities that were trying to go out, um, that were basically uh, throwing like private parties on their islands or whatever. Not one of them try to donate donate to give to people that were actually struggling with like food really, or try to like at least like to help people that were struggling or like with their bills. I know like with like the stimulus checks help like some people, some, but it didn't help a lot. I mean like uh most I'm pretty sure like most of the like funding for like small stuff, people who was getting like assistance for like with certain things, but like that eventually that all that money's gonna run out to where like people gonna be to figure out like what are they gonna do, how are they gonna eat next time, or whatever. And that's what I would like to see. What I would like I would have liked to see. Um, like last year would have been like in terms of where like you see those people where they like at least try to get back. Everybody was just partying and rushing out, and you see all those people fighting with people about wearing masks. I mean, this this weird. I know if you have like a problem like a condition that, but the thing is, the big excuse I heard last year was like I have a condition that makes you not wear a mask. I'm like, um, what? I'm sorry, that doesn't fly with me. Um, um, really. So it's like, wait, I'm sorry, what conditions make you don't want to wear a mask? Like I don't.
Well, I could see asthma stuff.
Yes, but like if you wear like if I like for like like that's like if you run like, but it does it's like it doesn't prevent you. It's not going like to like suck all the oxygen away from you. I mean, if you have like order it like if you have these like order stuff and making sure it comes to your house. That so you don't have to go to stores. Like if a person telling you for like so that their safety, they I don't think anybody want to risk their safety if that's the case. So just so what you can like get like a $20 item. So I mean they got risk getting something because you want to get a $20 item because they don't want to wear a mask. I mean no, no, no. Real of a real talk here. That no, no, no. Like and then like the video, like the guy was like the lady, and I don't want to say that the name that they would talk about, but the woman, I'm not gonna call her the how did, what everybody was saying the I'm not gonna say the other word. I'm gonna call her the Kelly. I'm just gonna call Kelly. I'm not gonna call her the word that everybody was talking about. I'm not sure how churches YouTube might take it. So I'm just call her the Kelly. Okay, I'm gonna say that. But they
Fair
when
enough.
they were talking about they were talking about the Kellys that was out there um, um, was and what did I forgot what they called the guys that were complaining to, but um, um, I'm calling them the Kellys and the Kens out there that were complaining about um Matt, where like the ladies were gonna sue the guy because he was infringing on her rights because he wanted to go into a supermarket, and he said that he was glad to get somebody to shop for her, but she could come around and mask it. She said she was gonna sue because she thought she was gonna steal the information. He said and he said well it's and basically that argument didn't go nowhere because the place of business has a right to refuse people not to go in there. I mean, basically, if I have like million people, like there's like hundreds of people that I'm servicing, I will like put their um their needs and their first instead of putting above myself, because the no nobody was created special. Everybody was created equally and same. So nobody should be treated differently. I get that people had certain conditions, they had like asthma whatever, but if you have that type of thing, you make sure you just live it. And there's apps out there. I mean, they made apps out there where you can get that stuff delivered to your house. So I mean, like at least take that into consideration. I know that's what everybody was talking about. They had like Admiral. They had to get a note. The last person I saw was the lady said she got was I watching YouTube and they said that she had to get a note. She got a note from her back doctor that said that she can wear a mask. And I was like, what does your chiropractor know have anything to do with a mask? That didn't make no sense. So it's like 2020 was like a it was like a it was like a dumpster fire of people's excuses, and I was like, what is what is going on here? I I I I know stuff was like going haywire, but what was going on here that made people um not uh following safety rules? Like jobs were closing down, people's livelihoods were getting stopped, but it's like nobody was taking anything. I mean, literally anything into consideration uh, at all. I mean, I would like to see like people actually did, but nobody did. I mean, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm because I'm just crazy because I'm I'm just ranting about stuff like that, and I do admit
No,
I do that, but I mean that's just me. I'm not sure where everyone else opinion is on that, but that's just me.
I don't know. I've definitely 2020 definitely year of odd just everybody. I will agree with that. But I don't know. I just feel like 2020 had a way of people just not doing well at all. 2020 was definitely a year that now now I know your stream the positivity and like that,
Yep.
but there's some people who like dark like that, and I definitely think you definitely took that and threw that out the. You really can't. You can't really say many things anymore without having some form of something being thrown at you. You know, your race is oh, your sex. I feel like just 2020 made definitely the world a little bit harder to live
Oh,
because some people like cuz me myself I love dark humor, but it's really you're going to be very hard with who you talk to and how you talk to them, you know. You can't say something. I don't know if
I,
you've ever ran into that at all, but
I
I know I have.
I'm pretty sure you still can't say that now. I mean, if you do, somebody's gonna take what you say out of context.
I
Um,
know like I I feel like there's a lot of things that you can't say anymore without it either be taken out of context or it's just oh, you're this or you're that.
yeah.
Because I feel like back then, like back in 2019, I mean, I could be generally wrong. Um, but the way I feel is like I feel like that back in those eras, you could have joked, you could have said, things, but not anymore. You
Right.
know, I don't know if that's just a me thing or not. I don't know if Eve agrees with that at all either, because I don't know what how much experience y'all have had with that kind of stuff at all. Because I know with me, like that definitely really affected me a lot because since I watch streams a lot, it was hard to tell what people were okay with, what people.
Well, yeah. For me, it did the same thing too. Uh, kind of like cause like um me and my supervisor we used to talk about like we talk about news a lot. Uh,
Yeah,
so it's like
yeah, I can tell
and
you're a very political person and news talk
yeah.
based on
So
how you
like
talk with me and Mr. Eve.
yeah, we had we had like a positive like a news answer we joke about stuff we like even though like we had different Jewish stuff we still joke about stuff like that. So we're like if we hear like a person come out here like no man no
You can't say
that
that stuff.
that stuff that stuff you're like what are you doing? It's like they're like no that's crazy man you know um, that's crazy. All that stuff is a hoax or what? I was like, what? What? I was like, what? I was like, wait, what are you doing? Wait, what? Okay, I said, know what? We can't. No. That's why we. I said, no. As I one, we were just having a conversation. We were just joking around. You just jumped in and started saying stuff, and like, then just it's like why you had to do that? We were just. I know like everybody's different, have like different opinions why you're Republican, but that didn't matter. We were just having like a friendly conversation, and like to the whole point, to the point where like we can't even do that at work, to where like people had like to jump in and do this stuff, and like my place of business where like they mainly watch Fox News, where like you had like people on one side like they had like their views of what's going on. Then you had the other people who did watch Fox News had their part of news. Like, oh no, it's like why you have to do this? I mean, just don't watch the news. No, don't watch that certain news if you have your your views. Then where like I had like my other job while I worked part time where like they were saying and, like we had like a face they were like, hey, did you hear what happened on the news and what's going on? It was like, yeah, and then you had like the passerby like, yeah, man, that's bad. I was like, oh gosh, why do it yourself? It's like if you want to say something, I know you have your freedom of speech or whatever, but if you want to say something like so negative and so toxic, just keep it inside. Just or write it on a piece of paper, or just don't speak it out loud because you know you're gonna have mixed reaction from like the next person that hear what you're saying and 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 whatnot. I mean I still hear I still hear it now. So like like we in 2021 and 2020 is still going on for everybody.
I definitely feel like for a little bit, year that stuck with us, just because of how much stuff happened in it and how much people can't, forget the past.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It,
yeah.
it happens a lot, especially with social media nowadays. Like it's very hard for the past. Thanks. I think that's also another thing that just 2020 got brutally messed up on was definitely social media because you had people going on Twitter rambling about people or people rambling about government isn't doing this. Now don't want to get political. I'm just gonna put that out there as an example. I'm not gonna get into that fully,
Right.
but you know, social media definitely people got angry at other people speaking to other people, and then mass things also became things of like, oh, social media said this, so it must be true. Like that's another thing. You
I
have people
mean,
who believe social media over everything else. It's
you you still can right now on social media. Well, now since it's basically like you write something right now, next you know you'll get like dozens of people saying,
oh,
what what you say? Wait, what? And then
I'll
they
bring something up that I know definitely came from 2020.
cause
After you
was
get
it
done.
cause wasn't 2020 also what it was hashtag cancel culture. So like was like
Yeah,
you shouldn't say anything about
you could
somebody
if
type.
you said something, if you said one thing wrong,
Yeah,
you got canceled. Like I know recently, like even if it was in your past, because this person's song, they
right,
said the N word in the song.
right,
Now I don't agree with people saying that word,
right.
but just because this person said it once in a song that was an old song of theirs, they got canceled.
Yeah, yeah. Cause
Like I find it dumb that you can get canceled over something you may have done like 3 years ago. Like, come on, that was
yeah, cause
3 years ago.
yeah, cause people change. Not everybody's still. But that's that when that guy who donate was it he did a Venmo thing and then like digging he did for the Budweiser and next one he had like I don't know how I think he had over like I think it was he had over $1 million or something like that, and he I think he donated to the church or whatever, and the people were digging through it, like the reporter digged through his past of like controversial statements he did like when he was like a teenager
Hmm.
or something like that, and then they it was like there was they tried to cancel him because of that the people the company dropped him. I guess they took him up then they dropped
Yeah, they
him because
dropped them.
so it's like
Yeah,
it
because
was
of
like
that.
crazy like he did something he did as a joke and turned into something positive to where people dropped him. So it's like, why pick the guy up then? And you're trying to put my the deal for something. Then you just drop him up then. So it's like their point. So it's like, and then like I heard like that backfired on the reporter because it's like, oh, you doing something to him? Okay, let's go look at you what you did. So it's like okay, then like he had so he got well he I think he quit the reporter quit or whatever because everybody said, okay, you messed up. He tried to do something positive, and then you just try to throw him in the mud because like you can't do nothing positive in the world while somebody think you do something negative. So it's like okay, they trying to like they trying
Mhm.
they like so it's like it was bad. It's like I commend at least the people like on the internet had that guy's back to where like it's like okay you no there's like wait, that's not gonna fly no you're not gonna do that to you're not gonna do that to the kid even like he had to apologize so it's like he made a mistake he was young he grew up he learned from it like that's what
Mhm.
people have to like you make mistakes you grow up you learn from it yeah that if you're not continue on doing it if you're not continue on doing what you if you still doing what you did and that then you have a reason to come at the person. But if they're not doing, they learn from their mistakes. You have no reason to come at that person at all. That like you live, you grow, you learn. You're um, like see yourself as when you're like riding a bike. I mean, you ride a bike, you're gonna fall a couple of times. Yeah, that's the mistake. But no, eventually you're gonna learn how to ride it. So it's like, I mean, come on, the person not gonna eventually, you're not gonna keep, you're not gonna keep falling or rolling into a wall. I mean
I hope not.
that'll be really bad. But but yeah, I mean, like, and like, um, I don't condone like anything by like anybody like the social media thing because I know that was what end of 2020, but when it was like canceling so and so's Twitter and all the other stuff, I don't feel like saying that name because I don't want to get like a whole bunch of hate comments stuff like that. But y'all already know who the person Freddie is that got the stuff canceled and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I don't condone all that stuff what's going on, but um uh that is like every person has a right to say what they want to say. I mean, that's why
Mhm.
we have a freedom of speech. But um, like Kathy said, that backlash coming through is like you know what's going to happen. I mean, I know you want to distance yourself as much from people that say stuff or do bad stuff, but um, the you limit if you limit something that like eventually people gonna say, wait, you can't do this. I mean, you limit me like the moment I say something, you're gonna take my stuff down because you're suppressing what I can say. So like you want me to say what you want me to say, as long as it's good to you. I just can't say what I want to say because it's what's on my mind. So it's like basically I have to read. I'm reading from a script, so you have to. If you want me to say the sky is blue, that's what I have to say. I can't say the sky has lots of colors. You like wait no wait that's wrong there. You no I don't like that. But he's like but like I said these um how 2020 went and like it started kind of okay, but then it went to
Mhm.
it went to and like everything just blew up. Um, and then like we went like on this. We was like we started on the mountain, and then we went
Mhm.
we kind of flew our way down to like the
The
ground
Grand
level.
Canyon.
Yeah, and then we kind of went back up again, and then we went back down, and then we was on a steady slope towards like and then we kind of just dropped again
Mhm.
to the concrete. So it's like it just like towards that crash, it literally crashed. It's like I I like only thing I think. Well, I hope we recover from this. Um, um, basically, so it's like, I mean, oh, I think we lost. I think we lost. All right.
His Discord might have messed up.
But you got anything to share?
No, not especially.
You not especially. Yeah, no, right. This is me. Okay, I'm getting stuff off my chest. I mean, um, I know it's not normal dark talk, but it's like, So I'm getting stuff off my chest. You know, I get to anybody that will listen. Hopefully, people listen to my my crazy talk.
Brand.
I mean, hopefully, people listen to my crazy talk.
I like how my name is Evil Eve, even though I have a pretty wholesome picture.
Oh, it's going close as I can get it. Oh, look, it came back.
Sorry about that. Had to
Oh,
take a call right quick.
oh no, it's all right. But yeah, I mean,
Sorry, where was we at? Because I had to leave. I'm sorry.
oh no, but I'll be talking with how like for me, I was like how no 2020 effect. It's just about that my little my like everybody's enjoying my little crazy rants.
Nah. I actually wanted to ask Mr. Eve how Mr. Eve feels about that.
But
How you feel about back in 20, before 2021 and 20, actually just 2020 in general, every year. Um, how do you feel like the fact of the way how much you could talk and like say what you wanted? How do you think that affected you really?
no, it really hasn't.
It really hasn't. You haven't met really anyone who's been the way of you can't say this or that. Anyone that way yet?
I actually need to do something for the.
Wait, say again? I think he's experiencing technical difficulties. Oh no, he's on mute.
Internet. But what was your lightest rant? I had to
Oh, he said my. Oh, you mean my? Wait, what you mean?
just rant. Podcast ranted.
Oh, me? Oh no, I like usually no, I was like well like what's going on? I was like I try to like usually when I stay till I get like enough and I can't stop talking about something. So it's like I either rant about like basically like anything um that's that because like like I'm usually a positive person. I am I try to be as
Oh,
positive as I can.
I, well, I'm with you about positivity, but I mean, there also is times where you gotta kind of just face reality and go, yeah, this is how the world is.
Yeah, yeah, I mean like 20 like I said well for me like uh last year like it showed people their true colors like those same people um
Mm,
who were so like nice and stuff like that
yeah,
I was
and
like
then out of nowhere it became evil
yeah it's like
because 2020.
they became so evil it's like I am telling my job I was like those same people I was like I hope not to see y'all when this thing is like everything's all over because like I don't want to see y'all anymore because I saw how y'all acted when all this stuff um came to light. So it was like I said that was your true color. You can't say like no, that wasn't me. That was like I was like, so who was that? Your evil twin? Are we in a soap opera and your evil twin came out of nowhere and it just mysterious took or you got a doppelganger that took over your body and started acting mean and cruel towards you afterwards? Like so it's like because like if you did get the COVID like like is those same people gonna be like your best buddy and they gonna like be there for you or no what I seen was like as soon as you got like everybody's like nope mm-mm, mm-mm. Or they was like hoarding like water and toilet paper and I was like really during the pandemic really why are y'all doing that it was like people like during a pandemic I don't understand what's the matter. It's like so it's like what was it lights on. I was like, what were y'all doing the whole time then? Were y'all actually cleaning yourselves or something like that? I was like that what boggled my mind too. And like I was like, what were y'all doing? What were y'all doing this whole time? just washing your hands with water. So it's like wait, and like what? And like for like the people that were like selling the toilet paper and water, I was like you should be ashamed of yourselves. You should literally be ashamed of yourself for doing that. Like literally, because the people who try to profit off of people suffering during the pandemic should be ashamed of yourself. I there's no if ands or buts about that. I'm sorry because like that was that takes a special type of person to do that. Like literally to think you could profit off of people and people and stores are allowing this to happen. It's like was it? I'm not sure if you if uh right if you saw you know about the go and that guy who's going around buying the toilet paper and um hand sanitizers and water and like and then selling it for more than what it was.
Yeah, I saw some of that. Yeah.
And it's like and it's like that and it's like really like what and he's like well I wasn't trying he was like he made it seem like I wasn't trying to do that all the time. I said no, that's what basically what you were doing. You were doing and then putting also and then people had to buy it from you at more than what it was. So it's like you were trying to make a profit of that. Most people can't even get it. So it's like and like and the same thing when it came to like laundry detergent, people was doing that too. So it's like
Yeah.
what is going on here? And like what are you doing? As and like you have to realize what you're doing. And like I guess you can say they were I guess I'm not gonna I can't hate on the people that trying to make money. You have to run a business, but it's a pandemic. Come on now, really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, you definitely feel that 2020 definitely showed also who your true friends were. I definitely think that's another thing that really stuck out to me though. That you really could figure out um, who really cared about you and who actually was going to be nice to you in the world.
Right.
Because there was also some of those people like who were completely mean to you. And then as soon as pandemic hit, they're like, "Oh, let's be friends again. Let's do this." I'm like, "You're only doing it because you want somebody else to be there for you."
Right.
Like, no, that's not okay with me. If you genuinely wanted to be friends with me, you should have thought about that in the first place.
True.
I, I, I think there's just some things that people just. It was hard for them. Yeah, I get it, but still, I don't feel like at that point change your whole personality. Because if you don't, if during the pandemic you just go back and change back, people are gonna realize that.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that a lot. I did. I seen that a lot. Cause like I said, uh, people I did work. I was like, I was like, what? I was like, I was like, what happened? I was like, y'all changed so much. What? I was like, so it's like, is this like the real? It's like a person like who when they, um, I don't want to bring like I can't I don't want to bring like substance abuse in here, but it's like when like a person that drinks or use drugs, they're like that
yeah.
person that comes out afterward.
Well, I
It's like,
mean, you can bring it up because I mean it's true. don't
but,
don't be afraid.
okay,
It's
uh,
YouTube guidelines. I know you're afraid of that, but still.
okay, but it's like they bring like substance abuse and like is that person that comes out is that the real person? Because like the nice person that comes that is like there. What is that? Is that like the show is like the person that's inside that person that it cracks open that shell is that like the real person that comes out because like you
Yeah.
can't say like, oh wait I'm sorry that wasn't me like so what word so what is the person I'm seeing now um because I don't know is that a
Yeah.
is that some kind of uh uh yeah, are you trying to be like fake or something like that? Because I'm not sure what's going on here. Because like the one I saw, the person I saw the previous time was like okay, and then
Virtual.
this
Yeah.
I have this person that I know. So it's like what am I supposed to believe here? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what
20,
to say.
2020 was definitely a confusing time. I mean, it was really hard for me actually, not physically, more emotionally because of the fact that I'm not really gonna say what my girlfriend's issues are, even though I know she likes for them to be supported. I don't want to say them on a podcast,
Right. You
but
don't have to.
yeah, but she has a lot of health issues right now, and the fact that she has to go to the hospital. She's had to do in fact, she's had to do a surgery while COVID is here. She had
Mm.
to do one in 2020, and I had to almost do one. She has to probably do one to in this too. So that's another thing. So I've definitely had to deal with a lot of things. It's been rough. But
Oh,
I feel like it's also that's when you really can tell healthcare wise too what's going on. Because I think also another thing was like healthcare was just not the best. I mean, to be fair, we're America. We don't have the best either, even though we claim we do.
right.
But I feel like it was definitely really harder on a lot of people, especially people who had health issues in the beginning of this pandemic. But then you also had the people who just faked health issues in the
Yeah.
pandemic. So it's definitely odd because it was at that point like, who do you trust? You know?
Yeah. You right with that because like it's like nobody basically like I know what all the excuse me all the hospitals um were booked like really booked. Nobody could get it. That's the crazy thing. I never seen like hospitals that were so packed like that. Um, well, I knew like nobody could get they was running out of beds. They didn't have no physical stuff that to help anybody. They run out of N95 masks. Um, um, they were over they were not overstaffed. They were understaffed. Um,
Yeah, definitely. That was a really big case of getting understaffed in hospitals.
and the thing is, like they would say, they had to turn people away who had real problems because the people it was the people who so it's like I can't believe it that first like for first time like in the 32 years I was living here and I was born in this world that they said the hospitals were they was running out of beds and like really I can't believe it like you like so it's like it's literally insane what's going on. I'm glad like now like they making something
They're
that
trying to get it up.
I mean
Yeah,
they're trying but it's like
they're trying to make somewhat of a vaccine. We don't know if it fully works because they have three types out.
yeah so it's like I'm uh but it's like before it was like whatever I'm gonna do it was like literally whatever I do it was like and like, even though it's mundane tasks, but all you had to do was just wear masks. It wasn't that hard to do. Like just do that. I mean, pretty much it's a simple thing. I mean, and let things come like so you know the saying Rome wasn't built in a day. I mean, if they say if something's gonna come up, let it take its time, its course. Nothing can be rushed at all. Because if it's rushed, I mean, it wasn't properly done. So it's like yeah, at least try to work with. I know, like I said, I know, like you said, you want to talk about the government and stuff like that, but at least work with people. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's
Yeah,
perfect here, but it's like just work with people. Just try. I already know, like I said, for myself, like I'm not perfect. No, justice is perfect. Just try to work, work with. Don't just attack people um, just try to work. At least try. Just meet people halfway. I I mean I'm trying to. And I'm not just judge a character. Um, just because I assess the situation before I can like say stuff, but try. I mean, at least at least try because like I can like for me I can go to a hospital last year didn't even get like anything. Like everybody like stuff got like rescheduled for like basically like little tiny things. So it's like wow. It's like so if I go like you like and even like me, I was afraid like if I go to the hospital like and some kind of warning's gonna go over saying like I got COVID just because I went to the hospital. Like I just went for like something and then I'm getting tested for something else. So like I ain't gonna lie, I was afraid too. Just to try to go down. Like I still live now because I used to like I used to like all right
yeah. I
go
know
to
that's also another thing is that like with the COVID, even if you didn't have signs of let's say the flu, they still went no, we're gonna COVID test.
yeah
Which I get it. Yeah, I mean get it. I get it as like a safety precaution and everything. I get that. But just because of a cough, you're gonna make me go home because you think I might have COVID. I think
See,
that's what really got to. That
my
they were like, "Oh yeah, you have a cough. Yeah, you might as well go home." Like what?
my job is like that now. They fired somebody 2 weeks ago because I guess like he was wiping his face and he had took his mask for like a brief moment. Like my head
Yeah.
supervisor came by and saw him, and then he got fired like literally the next day because the the supervisor saw him without it because he's having to go by, and it was like wow. Like, or like I was in the store the other day. The guy was like, such a car, and he kept saying he didn't have a mask. So like he was like,
Yeah.
excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. I'm like, really? Like, how many times do I keep doing that? It's like, do you want that attention? Like, do you want somebody like there are people that are attacking people because they didn't have masks? It's like, it's like, are you want somebody to attack you because you want to keep doing that? Like, how it is now? Like, seriously? Why you want to keep doing that to yourself? Like, why you want to bring the attention to yourself? Like, I think you do like, for me, I was like, I didn't want to like, I've heard like the same things. I was like, I don't like confrontations at all. But so it's like, do I like, I like, somebody else says, something, I was like, oh no, this is going to start a problem. This is going to start a problem here. I was like, this, I can see where this is going. It's going to start a problem. And to where like, and I guess like and I'm just glad like he got out before it happened. He said, oh wait, I'll bring him back next time. You're right, but it's like it's the living thing. I don't think it got like now it got any better. We're still in the crapshoot
Mhm.
uh um
I
of
definitely feel like 2020 isn't over, even though it is 20. I still feel like since our topic was how did 20 affect us? I still feel like 2020 is not over. My sense, honestly, because I feel we're still dealing with the same issues we did in 2020.
right.
Because I mean, COVID is still a thing. We haven't got rid of it just because it's a new year, and
Mm,
some people think that's how it is.
yeah.
But I can't really bring politics in either, so I'm gonna try to avoid that. I'm gonna try to avoid that the best I can.
Yeah.
Even though I'm 16, I'm very into. I don't know if that says something about me, but
Hey, it's good. It's good that you are into something. People, oh, man. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna cut you off, but it's like people said the same thing. Maybe it's like 2020 made everyone political. I mean, if you want to know something, I mean, hey, I mean, at least you got to you got to know something.
you gotta know somehow.
Yeah, you make something like, hey, you know what? At least I know something. What I didn't know before, if I didn't watch the news before, I
Yeah.
I'm watching it now. I know everything. I know. Like I said, try not to bring politics, but it's like politics bring yourself into it. So it's like
Well,
you
I definitely think politics really brought a lot to this because that's all people could talk about at some point. But I mean, I really just can't see how people are saying, "Oh yeah, 20 over." I don't see that at all. I generally just still think we're still with
yeah,
how
'cause
everything, you know.
'cause I know it divided people.
Oh, definitely, it definitely.
It divided a lot of people because like I know like I was watching. Oh no, I was watching. I was listening to like a podcast was it a couple of months ago. And there was well for me out here it's 10. I forgot the station. It's 95.1. I think 97 and Pennsylvania. It was like friends were former stopped being friends because of their polygamy. I was like, that's insane that people have been friends for years. They stopped being friends because of their political views. I was like, really? I thought that's it came with it was like um you can't really be a Republican Democrat anymore while talking about your words about COVID. It's like you can still be a public Democrat and still be friends, but still talk about yeah. It's like what happened so much to where like y'all can't be friends. It's like friends and family were hating each other now. It's like I don't understand. I mean anymore. I like I
Yes.
so like that's why to where like me and my we had like such a good understanding. We still talk. We still like laugh and joke. We like people like were taking like it out of hand. It was like, oh no, no, and like, can you see that? Can you see that? They're like, yeah, I can see that. How that would go. To where like people were like, well, I'm hating. I was like, I would never try to like not be friends with anybody because of um their political views or how they see certain stuff. That's their opinion about something. I'm not gonna judge you for that. Cause if I do that, I mean, I'm not gonna judge myself because I can't judge you while judging myself.
I don't know. I just it's very odd. 2020 definitely not gone.
No, no, it
Nor
isn't.
is it. Nor is it still alive. Because I feel like it's one of those things that it's both right now.
Right.
Like it's not alive, nor is it gone. Because I don't know.
Oh no, it's still not gone. 2020 is still here. It didn't leave yet. We just doing a redo. We just doing a redo.
We're just doing a
It
recap.
yeah what's those things called we're in a prequel right now. Um,
Oh yeah, we're in a prequel.
we're in a prequel. Well, we can't call it a sequel. Well, we're right now we're in a prequel right now of 2020. They right because right now I'm pretty sure you've seen those commercials where like they were doing a joke about
Yeah.
um Satan in 2020. So
Oh
it's like
yeah.
so it's like wait, can I even say? Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I can even say that. So I
I
can
feel like
okay, but I'm pretty sure they do a joke
and
with
then well.
well, yeah, I'll know about it later. But they do a book about Satan in 2020. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess it came to the point where now you can joke about it now. I guess. Um,
Yeah.
so
Because it wasn't it technically called Hades like that.
yeah, yeah. So I was like, yeah. So so I was like, I guess now you can joke about it. Got to the point where you can joke about 2020 and COVID now. I guess I don't know how the world works now. I guess I guess everybody's built different, but apparently you can do that. You can do that now. I guess you can go to a pandemic. I guess it was like how it was used to be before we were even born. You can go pandemic and not joke about it, but I guess now you can. I guess everything. I guess with the internet now, I guess everything is funny. So it's like okay, well, you can take the worst thing out of something and then try to make it positive. I feel like if it's a serious thing, you take it seriously, not make vivid jokes about it. But it's fine. I guess it's fine. Everybody has.
It's odd. Because it's odd to tell what people talk about now. They can't, you know. Because if it isn't meant by someone that's okay with the joke, then it can't be made at all.
Right.
There's that. I don't know.
I'm,
I definitely
I'm,
feel like that's just,
I mean, I like if it's joke by serious. I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess that's just me. Maybe that's just me. I know you have your own opinion. Maybe that's just me. I don't know.
I get that. I really. It was odd because not many people could say certain things, or you could say this, but if you said it in the wrong way, oh, you're this.
Yeah.
It, man, I'll be honest, that was like really hard for a lot of people. Like, oh, you can say this, but if you say it one wrong way, then well, you're a racist or and I feel like there was so much drama that just got added on. 2020 that really didn't need to be added.
Yeah,
When there was like the rioting and everything else that really did not need to be there,
yeah,
nor did let's say, then let's say, hold on, what I forgot what his name was of his death, but that one black guy who got shot by a cop, well, who got strangled to death by a cop, I think, like that.
yeah.
Forgot who his name was. I know people might criticize me for that, but I don't care. But then that's what started all the riots and then everything like that about Black Lives Matter. I just feel like that was a lot of unnecessary stuff.
Yeah, because everybody took the the positive thing
And then
high.
there, you continue.
I
You were
mean, like, yeah, yeah. I mean, everybody took the positive high at first. I mean, even the person, I think the lady who started it, it was been positive.
it was.
They put it to something different than what it was. I, um, even the news outlet, they made it, they villain. I can't remember. Oh, I can't even speak.
Villainized.
They villainized the the positive high started. Because didn't it start with
Uh-huh.
Colin Kaepernick with him when he was doing it? Well, it wasn't. Well, they villainized his because he said he had to ask permission from not permission. He had to ask a person that was serving, was that okay for him to do? I guess kneeling, whatever. And he said, yeah,
Well,
that's
there's
fine. That's what.
one thing that I hate about Super Bowl now. People who kneel for the pledge now.
Yeah,
That's just a me thing. You can say it's right. You can say it's not. I'm not gonna argue.
right.
But in my opinion, I feel like that's wrong. That's disrespectful. But I don't know.
I mean, you could um say say that because like he said like he was doing that because he's like those same people that's playing the fact that like same people who were adjusted like beating people or that's what I can say like those that's what they kind of said those same people that are um pledging to the flag are the same people that's beating believe that you are they're shooting unjustly justly that's what the guy that's what he was doing it for he wasn't doing this he wasn't doing the disrespect anything he even said said they took what he was doing as a he said that's what he was doing he said those that's and I was like, oh, okay, I get what I get your point. What they thought was, and we're not saying his name, he took it as something else to where that's what everybody else is like. Okay, if he thinks it, we don't got a mind of our own, and he's popular, so that is
He's
just
popular,
the
so he must be right.
yeah, like he must right. They're like, wait, like, but Achilles said that's what he said. That's not what I was doing that for. He said that's clearly not what I was doing it for. Y'all doing, and then like that's why no uh he can't get signed by any football teams at all because of that. And so it's like it's like I feel bad that like you took something that he loved now he can't do it anymore because of a one person. Like you, and like that's that's bad. It's like to where like and like this the thing is kind of crazy where like the movement got it's it's not like out there like at least like I'm glad like it kind of calmed down now. Um
Keyword kinda.
yeah it kind of calmed down to where like they're not doing this so much is like I think that they started working together with like certain groups so it's like now it's like everybody at least like everybody came to understand it well like now it's like they recently came to where like they say they understood like why Colin Kaepernick did it like it took like a long time to realize why he was to where the point of what he was doing for to where like they everybody thought like he was just doing just to say he didn't know that he wasn't just right for the flag. He was doing it for the and just that police were doing. That's exactly what he said he was doing it for. Everybody took it that he was just kneeling because he didn't. He was just he was just. That's what I think. That's what the guy clearly said it was for. And it's like he got black and white parents. Why? How's he racist? I, he's a
Yeah.
bright. It's like he can't. It's like he's not. Why is he? It's like that what? Why?
How is he racist?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were saying it's like his mom is white and I think his dad is black. So it's like what why would I do that? Why would you do that? Well, it's like come on now. It's like gosh, it's like yeah
It's odd.
yeah. And it's like it's good to have moon. It's good to have moon, but it's like launching what you're doing in that, and as what you're doing in that movement. That you have the people that you can start moving and start probably then you get those other people that the renegade people that take it. They're like that not like the whole group general. You can't blame the the few for what the many is doing. So it's like it's not the people. It's the you gotta go after those like you not the whole group. And like that's what they was like mainly doing. They had because you was like that's like to try that's exactly what they was doing. It's like you can't be doing that. That can't be like blaming like a whole this like many bigger things to worry about. You can't go by what one person says. Like y'all have your own minds.
Hopefully you do. It's I I feel like even though we surpassed technic, I feel like the events from it are not gonna go away because there's so many things that people just did to themselves that
Yeah.
changed. Right? Because people you can oh no, I don't know. 2020 affected people with anything else. It all just depends on how your view was at that point, you know.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't know my cut out or not.
I no, I don't think. No, I heard what you said. Or did it drop?
Okay. No, 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 no.
Oh, okay.
You just didn't respond. That's why I was like wondering. I was like wondering if my Discord dropped out.
No, no.
But
For me,
uh,
I didn't have political views. I didn't. I didn't have no political views. I just I was just that person in between. I guess.
yeah, well for me, I wasn't really anything at this point because it's just
I'm still a eh.
Yeah, I feel like really depending on where you stand depends on how you are about certain things at this point.
Yeah.
Because there's some people who are just like, oh, oh, this is bad, this isn't. I don't know. I feel like it's definitely way odd, way more odd than it needs to be because there's so many things of like, oh yeah, this is right, this isn't. When in reality, technically, no, none of this is right. It's just, eh. 2020 is gonna be a year that I think sticks with us for either half of this year or the whole rest of it because since really we can't speak about politics, I can't say that part. But with social media and everything else portraying all these other things that we've done and everything that's happened, I feel like 2020 affected everyone differently depending on how you reacted or if you had the financial funds or if, so and so happened. So I feel like for me, technically 2020 overall wasn't too bad. But that's because, well, I'm still a kid, technically. I don't have to live on my own. I definitely feel like if I was on my own at this point, it definitely would have been rougher, you know?
Right.
Because I definitely feel bad for the people who just got out of the house and started moving, you know, during this pandemic, you know?
Yeah. 'Cause what I know is I know a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people they couldn't go anywhere. That's what I felt bad about. They was stuck where they was at. They can um move. They had to uh re yeah, they was like every person that was like, hey, I finally got my house. Like went with the next, boom, pandemic happens. Where you're like, oh wait, now I can't move now because um moving company might think, oh wait, I COVID, so they're not gonna help move. So most of the local people who didn't have like a vehicle or anything to move, they're like, oh wait, now I'm stuck. So now I'm stuck here for like a whole another couple of months until I can finally move. So like, what am I gonna do? I finally got my dream. I finally got my dream house, but now I'm still stuck where I'm at. I basically um where I'm at square one again. So like, what I'm going to do? And like, and it's like with 2020, where like people were like losing their houses. I was like, oh my, I was like, wow, they was even evicting people during the pandemic. I was like, wow, you can't be, I was like, you really can't be serious. At the pandemic, you kind of evict people, and like, you have to think that most people can um feed their families, let alone pay their rent. Why are you evicting people? So I saw on the news that some guy and his wife and his, like they just had a baby, and then when they had and then they have another one. Like, you seriously trying to evict them? And you seriously evicted them? And they didn't have a house? I was like, you. I was like, wow. It really hurt me. Really hurt me to a core. Really. I said, oh man. You know what? But I just hope that like these people now, like they are okay at least, for the most part. That like, they doing better. Maybe if they got a house or they found some place to stay at. I mean, because like like you don't hear from like these people. Like, only thing you heard was like the bad parts of what was going on. But at least um they're making it somehow. At least I mean,
Hopefully.
I want to hear some type of positive that came out the negative and for 2020. Something at least.
Yeah, there's some positive more out there.
The only thing I kept hearing was negative stuff in 2020. I ain't hear anything positive that came out of the negative stuff in 20 the 21 is like all they heard was all the other I mean I'm trying to look at like anything that was positive, but nothing really positive like happened really.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get from stuff like this. Hard to find the positive. And there is some, just you really gotta look for it.
No,
I mean, really gotta look.
I still I know I still be doing it. I still I still been looking.
I don't
I
blame you, man. Like, I feel like we all need some positive to come out of it. You know, that's definitely like when you told me that me and Mr. Evil were a great thing to 20. I feel like that's also another thing that I like to hear. So like you can probably hear some positivity on that, like, oh yes, you made my 20 better, or you made this better. I feel like that's definitely came out of great. Probably for a lot of people in 2020 is that people grew together, even if you
yeah
were complete strangers. You had some people who were complete strangers at first, and now they're very good friends. But yeah,
yeah because I had not only I had a person I met his name is Fade Gaming. He's actually, I mean, yeah, 'cause, like he took a break um for stream, but like even though like he was still we would still talk whenever he came by. I mean, like I mean, like also he was a positive person to talk to. Usually talk to people about stuff like he like wow, I don't know, we can um talk about what's going on. We could talk about games or um or whatnot. So it's like it like I said, not only you and Eve, was like him and like everybody else that I was stuff. So like that it was like something positive to always look at the end of the day. It was always something positive to see like
some way.
yeah, the somebody out there like what so like before, like I said, like I was like I don't feel like bringing like because that's not what this thing is about. But like uh, I used to get like nobody to come by. Like it was so hard to like get people that come by and watch stuff like that. But like I said, this is not related to the topic, but it was hard. So like when
Technically,
like
it is because this was your 2020 time.
oh yeah,
Think about it.
I guess you're kind of right. Well, I guess it's like it was hard. So like when I got people to come by, like when I started like my other friend Shy the other stream like he came by he gives me like Sekiro and he was like you should he said you would like this game. He's like this is like something you would like to play. And I was like maybe you're right. So it's like when I played it, it's like I hardly got anybody's like the rate. So like when I got like rated like with 46 people try just because I played that game, like, everybody's like, oh wow, we like that game, you know. And like you seem like a positive guy, but like we heard about you from like some other people. I was like, really? I don't really sure. Like I like yeah, I like we watched you like you play Pokemon. We used to lurk in your stream, but we never really said anything. But it's like we like you're like you're a funny person. I was like I don't. I was like what do you mean like I'm funny looking or I'm just a funny guy? It was like I was like no, we're just. That's like no. That's like no. You're a funny person. You make us laugh. I was like oh. I tried. I was like even though I get like my butt whooped like really that I'm glad I made at least one or two people at least laugh or something. It's like and so I was like oh I was like no that was I was like, that kind of was like a good thing for me. I was like, I'm glad I brought enjoyment to somebody. So it was like and it was nice. That's why it was like like I said, 2020. I'm glad y'all stuck around for my whole big 2020. It was nice. I was like I know the mod thing kind of random, but it's like you know what? Yeah, I think you
Well,
would yeah. I mean, they're like y'all was here. Yeah, yeah. I mean, so it's like I know usually I'm not sure how I'm new to the streaming thing. I only been doing it for like probably like a year and a half. So, but it's like I don't know how the protocols or how it's supposed to work. I so it's like so that's when I did it. I was like hey I asked. I said, no, I said, you've been coming by, what, like, I met you first in, like, in Hero Stream, and then you came by mine, so it's like, I'm just glad you came and stopped by, and you actually like, you've been gaming with me for a couple of months, so I was like, hey, you know what, why not, at least I have somebody I can trust in here to at least help me, deal with, like,
help you figure everything out.
yeah, so like at least I have somebody here like that and do like all the knuckleheads that will come through and troll and trust me, I know you've been here for a while. We had those couple of trolls that
Yeah,
came in here, so
we had those days, and then me and Eve and you had to all sort it out.
it's like yeah, so it's like it's I like that it was a big part um of for me because like it was a lonely struggle in here. Um, and like I said, if ever one day that you ever you will get that one troll that comes by, and then you have that one person that will come by, and even though you have one person or like you have like a dozen people at least coming, at least you have those that was like, hey, you know what? Now, at the end of the day, you know what? I have those people I can count on to um to make it all better, I
Help
guess.
me out.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I was like, no, I was like, for me, like that was my, I was like, that was me, that was my 2020 for me. I had some I had some struggles. We all had some struggles. We all had some laughs. We had some bad times, sad times. But at least we was all there for each other.
I think that was the main thing about us is that we really our community, your community, kind of grew point in 2020 a lot. I definitely think so.
Yeah, I
It was
think
great for smaller streamers.
yeah, I guess you were. Yeah, they have for like small streamers. 'Cause I know when I first started, like really no, everyone only paid attention like to like the big streamers or like the small streamers they could make it. It only took this. It seemed like it took a bad moment to make like everyone start paying attention to like the smaller people that that that's out there. That's why that's why like how do you find kind of like I'm glad you like something. That's why I had like the it took a while for me like the because I had like the fun all the stuff on my own. Like I was get like subscriptions and like donations. So like, I had like the fun. So it took me like a super duper long time to get um like everything really for myself to where that's why like I couldn't stream certain games or certain stuff because I had to find like it seemed like because like I was trying like to please like everyone said like to do stuff but I was like pleasing everybody I was like pleasing everyone else so like I wasn't thinking for myself or I was like I wanted to make like everyone else have just so they can watch me so I was like so like but it can't play because I forgot somebody asked me before because they said I think that when they started streaming, somebody asked this that what um what advice can you give me? I was like in 20. I was like, well, I was like, well, all I can say is I was like, don't try like that, please. I was like, right now, if you're struggling, don't try to go over the top for anybody. Um, I was like, do what you want to do. Don't do what anybody else want to do because if you're not happy doing it, um, I mean, it's you basically doing it. You're not gonna be happy doing it. It's gonna make you not want to do it. That's a, oh, that's a really. That's a, oh, if you want to have anything, um, if you can't report the big stuff, start small with what you have first before you can jump into anything big.
Yeah.
Work from the ground up. Uh, so this I said, oh yes, I said, don't worry. I said I said I wasn't really interested because when I first started, so I saw um Hero Beyond stream. So I was like, um, shout out to Hero Beyond. No, but I first started watching his streams. And I was like, wow, how do you do stuff like that? And I just stream stuff like that. So it's like, oh, okay. So like, and so like, 2019, I was like, oh, okay, that's making me wanna jump into it. Hey, and if I could make one, if I could make one person at least happy, no, why not? You know what? Let me
Yeah.
continue doing what I'm doing. So that's why the big year of 2020, like the 2019 to 2020, is like that's what made me keep wanting to keep doing it. Cause I used to like that. I played Pokemon with my kids. And then I played with y'all playing Pokemon and Smash. They just enjoy that game for Sonic. That's why they enjoy that game. Um but um but that they enjoy it for that too. So like it was fun to um to
While it lasts.
yeah I mean I was like
Well, it's still here, but you know what I
yeah
mean. Like, you know,
yeah that I'm gonna keep going with it while
well, it's
it
here.
yeah
I get that.
but if you want to add any let's see. Well yeah I mean if you want to add any final notes before we
The only
um
final thing I really think that would really just be necessary about this is that no matter how your 2020 went, I generally think that just look at it as a you grew. Even if you were hurt, I feel like 2020 was a year that we all could grow from, and definitely learn from, especially since that was definitely one of the rougher years of, I hope, the 2000s. You know,
right
there might be tougher years to come. I don't know, but I definitely just say no matter what the outcome of your 2020 was, don't let it hurt you too much. Just see it as it was an opportunity for you to grow in some way, shape, or form, even if it wasn't rough on you.
true right right very true right I mean I no, I can't. I can't say nothing better than that. I mean, that was a good one, right? I mean, um, kudos to you, my man. Kudos to you. That was pretty good. I mean, I thought I would have something to say too, but I don't have anything to say to that one at all. I mean, that was pretty good. No, I got to tip my hat to you. I do that. Well, if I had a hat on, I don't wear hats. I wear beanies. But if I got tip my beanie to you, I did, uh, but um, that was pretty good. But I got to, but like I would say, I just think people should be more kind and just I just hope people be more kind and understanding to each other. I mean, just hopefully.
Eventually, it will come.
Uh, but but I'm gonna end it here because oh, gotta
Yep,
go make some eat.
understandable.
But if you want to do the how we do our usual if you want to if you got time to play games later, just let me know.
I should. I'll let you know though. I'll make sure.
Oh, sorry, I'm not sure because usually I'm not sure how you're going to your this is going to Saturday, so I'm not sure you
Saturday, I had to move my plans because they're supposed to be. She has plans the Saturday, so I will be going Sunday. So I will be our Sunday. I know, shocker, right?
but that's but that's usually what's because I got requested before the like go back to I guess I was talking with Toasty um Saturday was it the last I guess he wanted to go ahead and play Pokemon I guess so I guess I might be playing now on just Saturdays and we still keep
Until
usual
Smash
Smash
Sunday.
Sunday so I guess I can play Pokemon I guess he said I guess they missed playing that I'm assuming so I guess
I
I could
get
go
that.
so I guess I can go back and I guess the update with well well Pokemon really what was it they're supposed to be releasing a new Pikachu with Sing um
Oh
so
yeah, I saw that.
um so um just have to look out on the Pokemon website just so they're supposed to release it a code whatever so I'm not sure if you ain't do it yet you might as well do it now before the 25th I think that's the last day you can do it but with that being said right thanks for stopping by Eve thanks for stopping by as well um we usually we do this well I'm getting back to my schedule now we do this every Friday um hopefully I can see everyone.
Streams every Friday.
Yes, that last I can't help it. Last week it was I had struggle last
I
week.
know. I had to.
But I think when we do this every Friday, I'm not gonna. Well, like I said, everything changed. I'm trying to let you know. I'm trying not to. It wasn't done on purpose. To where I want to do things every
I know.
Friday, to where like we can have like a consistent schedule, to where we can have like people normally stop by. But but I thank you again for stopping by. I have to figure out what the next one's going to be about. I won't blindside you
No worries.
with the topic, but I'll don't
Well,
worry.
it wasn't blindsided this time. We just had to make sure that we remembered what the topic was.
Yeah,
It wasn't that. You're good.
but but thanks for stopping by. Right, I
No
appreciate it,
problem, man.
and I'll see you next time. Well, bye everyone. Take care.
Take care, guys.
No later days.